Austin. And we have the Austin After Dark Film Festival Fall 2022 event coming up in just a few short weeks in early November. And we're going to be screening at the Austin Film Society Cinema. And we have films that are everything from dark animation to science fiction to horror films to horror comedy films, even music videos. And the theme is it's content that's meant for a mature audience. So please don't bring the kids. And it'll be a whole bunch of films that are 30 minutes or less. One of those films, we brought on the director, Kristin Noriega, who is nominated for film When You're Gone, is nominated for the Best Horror Film Award this season. Congrats, Kristin, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Yeah, excited to be here.
Well, I don't want to give the story away, even though I can't wait to see this one on screen. I don't want to give the story away, so please, can you put the synopsis in your own words for me?
Sure, yeah. So When You're Gone is about a writer in New York City who is not writing, she's partying. And she goes through a really rough breakup, which leads her to a lot of self-medicating. And this completely distracts her from an underground invasion of these mutant reptiles coming up from under the ground who take her hostage in her apartment. And so she has to deal with that. That's pretty much the gist of it.
I love the whole sci-fi-ish element you have to this whole thing. Being one of my favorite genres, you kind of got this whole like dark creature thing going on, and very, very well executed.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Can you tell me, inspirationally, from a creative perspective, why this story? Why did you want to create this story?
So first and foremost, I've always been an actor, and I was kind of I hit one too many rejections that week. I don't know, I was kind of in a depression and daydreaming, and somehow this image just came to me of, someone who's so deeply depressed that this creature who's kind of cocooned them, while this has happened, this person is so out of it, they don't even notice. And I don't know, I couldn't get that image out of my head, and I just started writing. And I love the idea of sewer gators, and people kind of flushing their exotic pets that they shouldn't have. And so I kind of just took it from there. Also in New York City, we have oftentimes manhole explosions. They're very loud, they're very scary. And I just kind of thought, what if, I took that route and kind of touched on what's happening to cause those in more of a sci-fi direction. So it's kind of how it all snowballed.
And from a production perspective, did you learn anything from this film, from this process?
Yeah, absolutely. I gained the confidence in myself as both a writer and director. I think that's mostly what I needed was, confidence that I can do this. I'm more than just an actor. And my biggest takeaway, is all of these sets that I've been on over the years. It's just strengthening those bonds, because those are your people, and those are the people that you're gonna, continue to work with and move up with. And it was a wonderful experience. So I got lucky with my first film in that way.
Good stuff. Well, it turned out really well. So I think you have I know you said you act, but I think you have a future in directing as well, because this is really, really well executed. How is that? Is it a big jump for you mentally to be behind the camera and in front of the camera? Or is it one of those things where you slid into it naturally?
What's funny is that, so horror is just my sweet spot as an actor. I just kind of I don't know, I just fall into it. The challenging part was, once I'm sort of in this cocoon as an actor, I'm locked in. And so as a director, if that monitor that they have for me stops working, which often it did, I had to just rely on my assistant director at that point. Myself as an actor, knowing that the take went well, and then the face of my assistant director knowing that, he agrees it also went well. So yeah, what was fascinating for me and maybe more fun than directing myself was directing other actors for the first time. I was lucky enough that I had worked with them previously, so it was easier in that way. But I really enjoyed that. That was awesome.
Wow. Yeah, good stuff. Well, what do you have planned for the future?
So I do have a feature length version of this movie. It takes more of a horror adventure turn. If you think more like Stranger Things, like It, like Nope, I'm very much about that genre, and so I have a feature version of this script that takes more of that turn. So there's much more of the creatures involved. So working
All
on that.
right.
Yeah.
That's a long list of influences there. You know, it's like I haven't seen Nope yet. I gotta check it out. Is it good?
Yes. Definitely check it out.
All right. Definitely, definitely. So anyway, I appreciate you being here again. You know, having your work on screen really makes us look good. The judges are excited to screen your work, and we just appreciate you even attending. I think that's great that you're going to be here.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's my first time in Austin. My brother's coming out from California. Just excited to see everyone's awesome films too. I'm obviously a horror buff, so
Yeah.
excited.
Well, you'll get a lot of that for sure. There'll be a
Yeah.
lot of horror films and a lot of just there's some like suspense things too that don't necessarily have the creatures, but
Sure, yeah.
you know, it's a fun time. It's a great lineup and one of the more competitive film festivals. So you get nominated in that category and to be showcasing, you know, your work is really going to be a fun time, I believe, and especially on that big 4K screen, you know, that they have at Austin Film Society.
Yeah.
So, well, I appreciate your time. Thank you for joining. Is there anything that you want to add before we go?
Yeah, I definitely want to say thank you to the judges at Austin After Dark. It means so much that you dug my little creature feature, so thank you very much.
Thank you for the kind words, and I will definitely pass it on. Have a good one. Enjoy your day.
Yeah, thank you, Michael.